To the Federal Police of Germany, I bid you greetings. And it is indeed a privilege and an honor to stand before you today. First and foremost, I want to thank every one of you, for your service and sacrifice as you answer the call and undertake the most strenuous but noble path of law enforcement. Your 36 months of training were indeed grueling, arduous, exhausting, but of an extremely high caliber. You have learned, fought, sweat, and bled throughout your training. You have been pushed mentally and physically. You have been challenged to the break of your limits and beyond time and time again. You are extraordinary because you represent the best of Germany. You have been taught the power of tolerance, empathy, compassion, respect for the people of all races, groups, colors, and religions. Your hearts understand and speak the many languages of the people. The many languages of the people you will be serving. And that is going to allow you to connect to the people even better. Your 900 leaders and trainers gave their best so that you could become capable, unsurpassed, and excellent members of the law enforcement community. You had physical training, classroom instructions, simulation, and practice sessions, all to prepare you to be the best to do the increasingly difficult but utterly essential job of enforcing all laws of the Republic of Germany. Considering those accolades, I would now like to take a few moments to speak on the importance of combating extremism, the power and the importance of integrity, honesty, hard work, and how far they can take you. I'm an immigrant from the tiny island of Jamaica in the West Indies. When I was a child, I immigrated to New York, subsequently becoming an American citizen, and earned a high-level degree in criminal justice. Presently, I am the president of School News Nationwide, the president and CEO of Tour for Tolerance, and have pledged to become a servant to the people. Understanding that my country, the United States, has a terrible history of having 400 years of enslaving black people. During that time, and before the ending of the American Civil War in 1865, black Americans were not considered humans, but only 3/5 of a person. At that time, one would say that white Americans had no empathy, no compassion, no respect, and love for black people. Nevertheless, through the fervent prayer of God-fearing people, the honoring of the American Constitution, where it states, "We hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." Thus there became a level of the American restoration of empathy, compassion, tolerance, and acceptance of black Americans. Today in America, people of all races, ethnic groups of all colors and religions, beliefs, live side by side, working together, eating together, serving the country together, fighting all levels of injustice, extremism, racism, prejudice, and hate. The recent George Floyd murder by an American police officer exemplifies how Americans and the world are all working together to eradicate hatred, replace it with respect and love for each other. Federal police officers of Germany, injustice, hate, and crime will continue and you will have challenges. But you, the men and women of the German federal police, must continue to shine your light on injustice. Arrest the lawbreakers. Educate the masses with truth and fairness, because it is your duty and responsibility. However, please make no mistake. As you walk the streets of Bavaria, it will be different now. Your identity has changed. Now, why? Because you are now a federal police officer of Germany. You will be instantly recognizable by that patch that is on your shoulder. As you walk the streets of Bavaria, it will change. Everything will change, because you are helping the communities feel closer to you, and you feeling closer to them. The people in your community will come to you and give you the kind of information needed to stop crime before it even happens, to keep everyone safe, for officers and community members alike. Federal police officers, you are building a direct human relationship with the people you serve. You are creating a bond and trust and communication. That's what you're doing. That bond creates a sense that everyone, foreign and domestic, are on the same side. As federal police officers, you will make massive difference. That's right, a massive difference in people's lives. You do not know when it will happen, but that day will happen soon, where you will change someone's life for the better. Somebody is going to stop you. Maybe they need directions. How do I get to the memorial in Berlin of the murdered Jews of Europe? How do I get there? How do I get to the Brandenburg Gate? They ask. Officer, I just got off the plane in Syria, and I am late for my son's graduation. How do I get to Augsburg University? How do I get there? There is no way that you could have all the answers. No, or expected to know everything that a German federal police officer is expected to know. Nevertheless, always remember how much those people need you. Whether he is a lost tourist, a crime victim, a kid who has no role model, trying to grow up in a crazy world, and so much more. Listen to that voice inside you. It will guide you. Remember, please be patient. Treat everyone as you would your own family. I would say that you could never go wrong with that. At times, it is not going to be easy. And no one is here to tell you that policing is easy. Officers, you have chosen a very noble profession, and that is to serve the people of Germany, to be accountable to the world, because they are all watching you. You will have that extraordinary feeling of meaning and purpose because of the work you do. But remember that there are more than 13 million people in this city that are praying for you. It may not always seem that way, and there will be some tough days, some really tough days. But trust me, they are praying for you. They are, because there is a sacred trust between the people of this great city and its federal police officers. They need you. We need each other, and we both know it. Millions of people will look to you and pay close attention to your examples. Every encounter is an opportunity to make a first impression. You remember that. So never for a second underestimate your impact on other people's lives. They will call you. when they have no one else to call. They will call you when they have no one else to call. They will cry on your shoulders, seeking empathy. Remember that you are not only a law enforcement officer, but you are a person with compassion. Maya Angelou, the great African-American poet, said, "I have learned that people will forget what they said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." It is known, and we have been warned, that far-right extremism and terrorism constitute the most significant risk of Germany's democracy today. Over the past 15 years, Germany has witnessed 3 deadly terrorist attacks by far-right extremists. A regional politician was shot on his front porch. A Jewish synagogue was attacked, and 9 people of immigrant descent were gunned down. Frank Walter Steinmeier, one of Germany's beloved modern leaders, whose mother was a refugee from Poland, said, "Today our world is more interconnected than ever before, offering many opportunities. It creates wealth and new freedom. Yet our world is also vulnerable, full of friction points and conflicts of interest. Are we strong? Can we defend ourselves? Are we standing shoulder to shoulder? Do we stand up for each other?" Federal police officers of Germany, your answer to Frank is yes. We stand shoulder to shoulder in serving the people of Germany. We welcome his visitors. We will protect and serve them. Germany Chancellor Angela Merkel said, "I am very supportive of eliminating all discrimination. It's my damn duty and my obligation to do everything possible to find a united path. Wein schaffen das. We'll make it. We can manage this. We can do it. We can do this." As German federal police officers, you have the unique opportunity and ability to return some sense of dignity to the victims, of even to restore a person's accused of crime from treating him with respect and dignity. You do not have to respect the person's action. In fact, you probably find those actions reprehensible. But remember the power of unconditional respect taught in the Bible that many of you have read. It says, "Blessed are the peacekeepers, for they shall be called the children of God." Matthew chapter 5, verse 9. Peacemakers are rarely shown gratitude. They are frequently ridiculed for their victorious or virtuous acts. But God knows that what you do for your communities is laudable and necessary work. Therefore, you will be rewarded in heaven. Federal police officers of Germany, so many things can and regularly do go wrong. And yet you must press on in your mission to serve and protect the people. Dr. Martin Luther King, the Nobel Prize winner, visited St. Mary's Church in Berlin on September 13, 1964. He is highly respected and loved by the German people. He said that justice anywhere is a threat to injustice everywhere. that the time is always right to do what is right, that darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Federal police officers of Germany, you have promised to honor each other, protect each other, and always support each other. Being a family is the backbone of policing. And there is no better day than today when that family gets a little bigger. Federal police officers of Germany, you must always give your best. Please, please, always give your best. Demonstrate integrity in all that you do, and you will be soaring high and above, striving to achieve and reaching for the stars. You are in our prayers that God will keep you safe and give you understanding and wisdom as you serve the people of Germany and the world. So we owe to you not only our thanks, not only our gratitude, but to help you be the best you can be by providing you the best training, the best equipment, and the most modern technology. But we also owe it to you, and every one of you, to keep you safe. Go in peace, and may God continue to bless you with understanding, patience, and wisdom, and fortitude.